Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time we're going to be taking a look at the classic Sega Megadrive or Genesis running on the RG351, in this case the RG351M. Now I've always had a soft spot for the Megadrive. In fact I used to sell it in my shop back in the day when it was brand new in the 90s. So all I'm going to do here is just have a little selection of some of my favourite games and see how well the RG350 plays them, how well they look, how well the sound is, and my sort of impressions of playing these classic games on this little handheld. So this first one from Tangen is Dragon's Fury, my favourite pinball game for the Mega Drive, and almost my third favourite electronic pinball game ever on any system. My top two favourites are the Pinball Hall of Fame for the original PSP, Gottlieb and Williams editions. This is a great pinball though, with that gothic theme. Lots of bonus levels. Got that steampunk vibe. Here is one of the bonus levels now. Not the most visually impressive, but you get the idea. Good little system, this. Next, a verified Mega Drive classic, Golden Axe. A great game, this one. Always loved it. Had it at the time. I never did quite finish it, but I got quite a long way into it. I played an hour or two each night. And I think one of the overriding things with the RG350 and RG351 is that these Mega Drive games, if they're on a big screen nowadays, they don't exactly look great because the graphics, when they're this basic, when they're blown up onto a big, say 40-inch or greater TV screen, they really do show their age. But when they're shrunk down to this small, was it 3.5-inch display, they look great. They look absolutely perfect, like they're made to measure, in fact. And the sound is phenomenal of this one. Really is great. So there's a lot to be said for playing Mega Drive games on a handheld such as this. And ArcOS does indeed make it very easy. It shows the box art, gives you a little summary, all your games are saved. There's a lot going for it. You could certainly get lost in some Mega Drive classics for sure. It was quite tough getting the dragon lady down first time round, but then you were in a good spot because you could nick her dragon, get revenge. It was the best bit of the game. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Kill the little pixie thing to get your potions. Be handy later on. so they know you've got you, and they just start mobbing you. So the next game we're looking at is Micro Machines. Very much a racer for its time, and this spawned many sequels. The Micro Machines franchise went on for a long time, and they got progressively better and better. But as far as I know, this is the original Micro Machines, and it's pretty good actually. It's like, this is just racing around tabletop, standard sort of fare, but there were other environments that you could investigate. And quite fun graphics on this one as well. So I, remember the Micro Machines. They certainly were a 90s phenomenon. Very, very popular in their day. I remember in my shop we sold the Star Wars, Star Trek and Babylon 5 Micro Machines. We didn't do any of the sort of generic cars and stuff. It was all like TV and film tie-in stuff. But they were cool. Wish I'd saved that. And they did a really nice Star Wars box set, which I wish I'd saved, but can't keep it all. So I did pretty good on this once I'd got the controls licked. But I said this was the most basic of the first course. Next, a quick blast of Miss Pac Man. I always loved the Pac Man games, and Miss Pac Man was particularly good. It's a tough game. But even back in the days of the Mega Drive, ports from early arcade games were arcade perfect. So you wouldn't expect them to be difficult to emulate on a Mega Drive. Here's another little arcade port. This is of the original arcade game, so bear that in mind, but this is Outrun. Sunk countless hours into this one. Even contemplated buying this game at one point, but who's got the space, eh? I think if I was going to buy any video game now, they do those like 3/4 size ones, don't they? And I quite like the look of the Star Wars one, so I might give that one a go. What I was surprised with on this is that there wasn't a lot of traffic on the road, and I think that's simply just down to the hardware restrictions of the original Mega Drive. Brilliant stuff, but somehow I managed to run out of time, so don't know quite how that happened. This is the sequel to one of my all-time favourite arcade games, which is Rolling Thunder. This is Rolling Thunder 2. And you play this sort of spy character who is very versatile. He can jump up onto balconies. Like that. Just like that. Great series, this. There's a third one as well. Certainly the first one I think is a classic. It's like 5 levels, and you work your way around and go around again. Brilliant fun at the time, still very, very challenging to this day. I recommend them. I don't know why the first one didn't ever come out on the Mega Drive, but the second one's good, but the first is just a bona fide classic. Got my machine gun. Biggest problem with doing these videos, of course, is you get so engrossed in a game you forget that you're just trying to demo a few titles, and before you know it 2 hours has passed. But I think you get the drift that this is a great game, and if you've never played it, there's one to give a try. Rolling Thunder 2. And we couldn't really do a Mega Drive stroke Genesis video without at least doing one quick level of Sonic the Hedgehog. But I think, you know, just playing these few odd games here, you can see what fun, and these are some of my favourites. You can see just how versatile everything's going to play, pretty much pixel perfect. The sound is great on this. I mean, if anything, personally, I think these Mega Drive games would benefit from the RG351 screen being a tiny bit bigger, and maybe next iteration of the RG devices they will actually increase the RAM and also the screen size by another inch. I think that would make a huge difference, even if it does push the price up a bit. I think people will be willing to pay it nowadays, because this is, you know, what you're seeing here. These Mega Drive games play equally as well on your mobile phone, and you just get yourself a little wireless controller and you've got a better experience because the screen's bigger. But the good news of this is, you know, the RG351 does everything pretty much of a vintage variety, and you just need the one device to have a whole library of retro gaming in your hands, and that's one of its big attractions, of course. But I think, from the Mega Drive point of view, the quick sort of pick up and play titles are definitely the ones that shine on this particular device. So there, I hope you've enjoyed that video. Do please give it the thumbs up, and do please consider subscribing for regular vintage retro gaming content. And I shall look forward to seeing you again very soon.